Burnley! Burnley FC! Burnley SS, Suicide Squad, talking to you. You already know who it is. Derek Diablo. Del Boy Diablo. The intrepid. Top man of the football scene globally. Now then! Diablo TV, like and subscribe, do things you're supposed to do. And now I'm gonna bring it to Burnley. So here's the thing. Right. I had some differences, which I reckon I still have with Burnley, yeah? And those guys come against me and stuff, but also, I've never made friends with any of them. But I've had interactions, let's say, and whatever. I respect Burnley, and I respect Suicide Squad, and anybody who knows anything about this firm game, Suicide Squad is legendary. It's one of the top firms of UK, of England, of all time. It's up there, right? Maybe they don't get mentioned in the, with the Manchester Uniteds and the West Ham ICF and the Millwall, but yeah, they're up there. And with not that much numbers, let's say, Suicide Squad, they're known for being real proper insane. So going into it, you got Andrew Porter. So I saw a real, Football Factory when it came out. I saw Real Football Factory's first season when it came out. Next season came the Real Football Factory's International. Saw that. So the point is, I knew well who Burnley Suicide Squad was. I had already seen the man talking like that. And since then, I've seen more of him, and I saw him. He was on the UK Casuals. A man like Matt over there, UK Casuals, great channel. Check them out. They done an interview with me. They done an interview with him. Lots of other top guys. So I watched his interview, and I like what he said. But how it all came to be with me and Burnley was, when I'm getting into it, when I made the first Millwall video, probably making more videos. I got the Vice article written. I got a Sun story in England. I got a Daily Star story in England. So like I was already out there and everything. So now I'm like trying to go find other Manchester United supporters around here. None of my friends actually watch soccer. You know what I mean? We're skinheads and stuff like that. So maybe they would go watch it. Some of them do, maybe. But some of them supported clubs and stuff. But from my closest friends, my closest skinhead mates, gang mates that I grew up with and everything like that, none of them are into. They like NFL. They like American football. So the thing about it is, I've tried to get them into it. They try to get into it, but it's just like a bunch of dorks, honestly, in the soccer scene. Compared to American football, let's say. You know what I mean? But they gave it a chance, and so I ended up going to these pubs by myself. Oh, this is supposed to be a Manchester United bar, blah blah blah. So there's a Manchester United match against Burnley. This is 2018, let's say, or 2000 beginning. Man, like probably end of 2008. It was a long time ago, and it was Burnley versus Manchester United, yeah. And then in my head, I meant to get a good night's sleep, wake up, have a breakfast. The match is like 10 a.m. Our time, but somehow that went out the window, and I ended up mushies up all night, and a beak and everything like that, and then. Didn't eat anything. So I turned up, and now I'm on my way going to the damn football match at this pub. I don't know if I'm going to get into a fight. I don't know who these jabronis are, these guys, whatever. Hey, they all gave me respect. It was a bunch of ordinary people. But anyway, it wasn't what I was looking for. But what was in my head, when people say I'm deluded, I'm getting wound up by movies. And, either way, I went in there, So then on the way in the Uber, I start looking. I'm in the all the football hooligan groups, Facebook groups, and I'm starting to see that, okay, it's us against Burnley. So I started writing in, but I'm, out of my head, I'm having a good time. But I'm in a comical mood, as some of you guys see I get. And buddy, I started writing in the Steve Dolan, or these other groups, Facebook groups. Hey everybody, hope everybody's doing okay. Kind of apple pie style. And because we, United, have Burnley today. And who is this Burnley? Because I never heard about them before. Have any of you guys ever heard of them? Are these guys really going to show? Or is this some kind of hoax? Like, I hope I don't go to the pub and there's not really a match, because I never heard of any Burnley before. Who are they? Like, is that a real team? Or is this a wind-up or something, And I put that on there, and you can't. So the thing is, what I knew about the Burnley, I analyze your weak points, everyone out there. And what I analyzed was the weak, hey, you can't, they start coming at me, Suicide Squad, you see who we are, and they're writing it, What I analyzed about you, Burnley, is you got no sense of humor. So I couldn't defeat you by strength of numbers or force. You won't back down. And violence, that's not gonna scare you. You're insane. And by bantering against you and threatening you, that's not gonna work. So what I've done is, I say, I never heard about you. Who are these guys? What? And they went on, so you took the bait, Burnley, and I got you. Won't say you can't get me on the street if I go there outnumbered or alone. Yeah, it's true. You're a good mob. You're one of the best. You know, respect to Suicide Squad, Andrew Porter. I got some good things from what you said, and I'd like to meet you individually one day, but I don't know that I'm going to be going to Burnley anytime soon. And it's a tough area too. My mate worked the doors there and everything, and there's nothing to see there. However, I do respect the Burnley SS, but a little bit of advice. Burnley SS, Burnley Suicide Squad. You talk about the great Cardiff City FC. You talk about the great Soul Crew. And when I went with those guys, I knew a bit about them. I didn't know much. And I met them, oh, because yeah, I say Soul Crew is good. You know, it was the best in South. I said, no, best in UK. I said, okay. But they didn't sit there and tell me, ah, you see this? You see this about us? Watch this BBC documentary. You see this? Blah, blah. If they would have showed me, I would say, whoa, that's the toughest documentary I've ever seen. So, Burnley SS, you're good. You're tough. Suicide Squad, respect a man like Andrew Porter, but I'm just a little bit smarter than you guys. Brains.